Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to talk about few words that are often confused in English language. So without wasting any more time, let's start it. But the question arises is why these words are confused. There are two reasons for it. Number one reason is the pronunciation. They sound similar. And the second reason is they look alike. These kind of words are called homonyms. That is, the words which sound similar, the words that have same pronunciation but they are different in meaning. Now let's look at 10 such words which are often used in our everyday life. First word is principal. This word principal has two different spellings, P-R-I-N-C-I-P-A-L and P-R-I-N-C-I-P-L. So the spelling is different, right, but the pronunciation is same. So now where the difference arises, let's look into that. This principal, that is with an A, means the head of the school. Now the principal with this particular spelling means, which basically talk about rules or any sort of regulations, your norms. So these mean principal. Let's take an example for this. He is the principal of so and so school. Be very careful while writing the spelling. See, this will come for this. Now the second example I'll give for this principal, that is the basic principle of science is dash. So in this way you have to write. See, basically these words mainly occur while you are writing, so it is very important to write without any error. The second word is calendar. Now you might be wondering, calendar means, as we all know, right, it is a chart that shows days, months, etc. So but here I'm going to talk about one more calendar with some other spelling. So let's have a look into that. Second word, that is calendar, and the calendar, C-A-L-E-N-D-E-R. This calendar is about your dates, years, months. So now what about this calendar? This you might find it new, right? So this calendar means pressing, that is ironing. Pressing or ironing means calendar. Let's take an example for this calendar. Please, calendar, E-R, don't forget this. Please calendar my dress. That means please iron my dress, please press my dress. Now this calendar, as we all know, right? So third pair of words are affect, A-F-F-E-C-T and E-F-F-E-C-T. Now again these words have same pronunciation, right? But let's look at the difference now. Affect, this affect with an A means trying to influence something or trying to have an impact. See, having impact or influence can be either in a positive way or it can be even in a negative way. Now what about this affect, that is with an E? This affect talks about something like your outcome or result or consequence of something. Now there is one more word for this effect, that is E-F-F-E-C-T, which is aftermath. But this is basically a negative word. You can use this for this effect. This word basically talks about incidences which has happened after a tragedy or any accidents or after a war. You can use this word instead of effect for any tragedy, for any war-like sequences. Now what about the effect? Let's take an example for that. Effect with an A, A-F-F-E-C-T. Effect, as I told you, it means something that has an influence, right? This book had an effect on me. This book had an effect on me. See, can this sentence make any sense? It had an effect on me. So this means it might have had a positive impact on you, it might have had a negative impact on you. So in this way it talks about both the positive as well as negative sense. The fourth word is physic, P-H-Y PHYSIC and also PHYSIQUE. Physic with IC means medicine. Medicine. And this physic, obviously this one we might have come across many times, right? It talks about body, physical personality, basically physical appearance or physical personality. Example for this physic becomes, there is no physic for this disease. That means there is no proper medicine for this particular disease. So now the next word, PHYSIQUE. As I said that this talks about body type, appearance, personality, right? So let's have a look at the example. He has a good physique. SIQUE and here SIC. That means he has got a good personality, he has got a good appearance. So this is the basic difference, right? This word is very important, so make sure that don't confuse with the spellings here. Next pair of words are advice, ADVICE with the spelling C and ADVISE. See, both these mean guiding something. So, but what is the difference here? Advice with the spelling C, it's a noun, and this, it's a verb. Now, how do you use this word in a sentence? Let's have a look at that. See, whenever you are using this word advice with the spelling C, you should always use piece of before this word advice. For example, she gave me a piece of advice. Don't simply write she gave me advice. That's a total error. So, she gave me a piece of advice is the correct sentence. If there are more than two advices or more than one advice, then you have to write it as pieces of advice. Okay. How do you write the advice with the spelling VISE in a sentence? You can just write it normally. She advised SED me. Even practice also falls under this category, that is practice with the C. It's a noun, and practice, PRACTISE, it's a verb. We know the meaning, right? Which means preparation. Next pair of words are complement, COMPLIMENT, and complement with an E, COMPLEMENT. Again, they have the same sound, the pronunciation is same, right? Now, let's look at the difference. Compliment with I means, of course, praising or passing a remark in a positive way. Whereas this compliment means it's like an addition to something. You're actually completing something by using this particular word. Now, let's look at the examples. Compliment. So, let's look at the example for this. She gave me a compliment. It means, compliment, which means she is passing a remark on me. She is praising me. I'm writing the words also for this compliment. She is praising me. There are also other words like applaud for this compliment. You can even write appreciating someone or something. And also there is one more particular word, which this is one word which you often find in newspapers, that is extol, EXTOL, and also kudos. So these kind of words represent compliment. Now, one more word, that is complement with an E. As I told you, it is something like addition to something. Let's have a look at this. The bag you are carrying doesn't complement doesn't complement with your dress. So that means, see, whatever the bag you are wearing, that doesn't match with the dress you are wearing. That is actually the feature that doesn't add up to that particular dress. Are quiet, Q-U-I-E-T and Q-U-I-T-E. This quiet means silence, whereas this quiet means altogether. For example, please be quiet. Here you have to use this quiet, that is with the spelling et, Q-U-I-E-T. Now if I say this is quite, Q-U-I-T-E, quite interesting, that means this overall is very interesting. So here also you have to be very careful when you are writing in terms of spelling. Et talks about silence, something that is calm, something that is peaceful, whereas quiet means altogether. That is, it's actually completing. Now the next set of words are stationary, S-T-A-T-I-O-N-A-R-Y and S-T-A-T-I-O-N-E-R-Y. Now again these two words have the same pronunciation, but only one letter is actually differing, right? S-T-A-T-I-O-N-A-R-Y, S-T-A-T-I-O-N-E-R-Y. Now let's look at the difference between these two. A-R-Y talks about something that is fixed, something that is constant, which doesn't change, whereas with the stationary with E-R-Y means something like your basic writing material, writing items or products like pen, pencil, scale, all these come under this particular category. Now the example for stationary becomes, that is for the first one, S-T-A-T-I-O-N-A-R-Y. See this, earth is not stationary. Earth is not stationary. A-R-Y, A-R-Y. It is not fixed, right? Why? Because it keeps revolving around the sun. It moves around the sun. That is why it is not fixed. It is not stable. It's not constant. Now let's look at the other word, that is with E-R-Y. How the example goes for this. Stationary with E-R-Y, S-T-A-T-I-E-R-Y. For this, I am going to buy stationery, stationery products for my exam. That is, I am going to buy the basic pen, pencil, scale, whatever is required for my examination. I am going to buy them. So do not make mistake while you are writing this. Don't write this for this, this for this. The entire meaning will change for the sentence. Okay. So remember, stationery with E-R-Y means the writing material, and stationery with A-R-Y means something that is fixed, something that is constant, something that is stable, something that doesn't change. Okay. Let's look at next set of words, that is vacation and occasion. Now this also sounds a bit similar. Let's look at the difference between these two. Vacation means, of course, holidays, right? This we know already. What about this word, occasion? This talks about a kind of like occupation, you can say, or you can even talk about a profession. You can use this word. Even it is applicable when you are talking about hobbies, something which you are passionate about. You can even talk about passion by using this particular word, vocation. Now let's look at the examples for this word vocation, V-O-C-A-T-I-O-N. As I told, this talks about a profession or occupation or any kind of job, right? So the example becomes like this. What occasion do you intend to do after your college? after your college. So what does this mean? What does this sentence mean? It means what job or what profession or what sort of occupation you're gonna enter or you're gonna take once you're done with your college. So last pair of words are vary, W-A-R-Y and V-A-R-Y. Now these two words are very much different from one another. Now let's look at the meaning. Vary with W means something which talks about caution, which talks about like being cautious enough. Now the vary with the spelling, the letter V means, of course, changing. This is a very common word, but this word is something new, right? So let's have examples for this. The example for vary becomes something like this. He appeared wary means he was trying to be very cautious. Very simple to understand, that is, see, we have our own priorities, right? So priorities keep varying from person to person, right? I have my own priorities, you have your own priorities, somebody else has some other priorities. So for this you can use this word vary. That means priorities keep varying, priorities keep changing from one person to the other. I'm going to attach PDF of another 10 words along with these 10 words. You can find that in the description. I hope you found this video useful. If you want to watch more such videos on English language, then please do like, share and subscribe to my channel, and please do not forget to press the bell icon so that you get notified every time I post a new video.